Ah, woo! Lord have mercy. The saga continues. O O O M G. Man, check it out. No Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy, no doubt. No Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy, no doubt. No Diddy. OMG. Diddy dangled one of his accusers named Banner from a 17 floor balcony. Is that the truth or not? And some video expert, goes through the baby on your videos, the hotel videos, and the saga continues with the baby oil, y'all. And guess what we got in the chat? Before we get started, we gonna say what's up to the chat. We got Lois Cox up in the building. Lois Cox up in the building. Out of New Jersey, yeah. Jersey City, stand up, hey. Shout out to Lois Cox in the building. She said, "Good morning, folks." And guess who else we got in the damn chat? We got Purple Groovy. Hey, 69. Purple Groovy. 69. 69. Break your mind. Hey, shout out to Purple Groovy out of St. Louis City, Missouri, baby. And then shout out to a person that looked out for the brother Don Neasy. He gave me about $1,500 in my cash app. Shout out to no other than this show at this time. It's sponsored by Personal Protection. Personal Protection, y'all. Woo! He said, Don Neasy, Captain Would you up early this morning, Playboy? Let's get it cracking. Yeah. Let's go. And then we got Andrew in the building. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Andrew? And Purple Groovy said, "Good morning, Don Neasy. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. And all that good stuff. I am your host with the most, Don Neasy TV. And if you can, everybody put the thumbs up for me. For me. That means like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, make sure it says and share me out on all your social media platforms. Damn it. Double tap the screen. All right, y'all. Let's get to the content, shall we? Because we're gonna get to me the less more. And this is the boring part, but me, I'm gonna make it entertaining. Is the video expert of the damn hotel video and the freak offs. Because you know why, ladies and gentlemen, this is important. Because the damn defense Diddy's team try to say these videos were distorted. And the video dude said, "No, man, that is not true." His name was Frank Piazza. Woo, Frank Piazza, not pizza, Piazza. Not pizza, Piazza, damn it. Let's get to the content. Let's get to the content. Woo! We ain't gonna even read it. We gonna let the experts talk. And you know me. All right, I be having things all nice and dissected a little bit. I like to dissect the videos, dissect, dissect, no dialect. Damn, where's the ABC people? Oh, damn, I gotta pull it up. Sorry, y'all. I gotta pull it up. I gotta pull it up. Like the video, y'all. Subscribe. Like the video. Subscribe. Okay. We about to get heavy in here. ABC News. We about to get heavy into the ABC News, man. I like how they breaking it down. And Law and Crime Network. You know I love Elizabeth Milner. But I'm gonna start it off with ABC News. You know what I'm saying? I like how they break it down on the video expert. I like how they do the things, huh? Look like you had a Jerry curl on a Skilo video. Nah, that wasn't me. My mom would never let me get a Jerry curl. But I did have, we did have. If you're talking about the top of the stairs video, you're technically right. In the top of the stairs video, no one cares about. That's the second song nobody remembers. It's on the Money Train soundtrack. Yeah, we put on some Jerry curl wigs and we was popping. So you're kind of right, technically. Personal protection. If you're talking about that video, we did wear some Jerry curls. You know what I'm saying? And some bell bottoms and shit. I don't know. We just had a goofy scene, one little goofy scene. Anyway, yeah. Let me show y'all this clip real quick of the video experts. They're gonna break it down on what he's seen, and then we're gonna our commentary in between the time. And guess who made it? Oh, see, that's why. Ooh, it's a lot we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about how content creators can now, if you're doing a great job, these news networks is watching, and you might can get a job. I'm gonna explain that later, but we gonna talk about this video stuff. Yo, fair use, fair use. Yo, testing. Fair use.
Thanks for streaming with us. Two new witnesses taking the stand on day 16 of testimony in the
fast forward though.
Sex trafficking.
Let me fast forward to the 1:45 mark. He's going to get into the reporter out in the streets. I got to get his name. She going to say his name, and we're going to show some shine. I hope she says his name. I never get his name. Daniel Patrick. Mahonian U.S. Courthouse. Oh, no, that's the place it's at. So, Aaron Kursky. Aaron Kursky. So, this is Aaron Kursky segment. I'm going to break it down. We're going to break it down. He's going to break down, and then we're going to talk about it in between. And we got wellness with Frugal Mama. Let's play the video out of Fort Worth, Texas. Yeah.
Courthouse here in Manhattan. Aaron, the day started with that forensic video analyst talking about the hotel video. What did he say?
Diddy can take me.
It wasn't so much what he said, Eva. It's more what his testimony allowed federal prosecutors to do, and that's play what may be some of the most visceral evidence for the jury over and over. The defense kind of opened the door to this, and the judge told them as much outside the presence of the jury by suggesting that the video had been manipulated or sped up or somehow
fair use.
The judge told the defense, you're having prosecutors dispel that by having them play the video, which is not something the defense really wanted. And yet there was Frank Piazza, this forensic video analyst, walking through frame by frame, and the jury again getting to see Sean Combs throwing Cassie Ventura to the floor, kicking her, stomping her.
Hey, the prosecution's smart as hell. They like, we gonna let it keep from the beginning of the case to the middle of the case. We gonna keep showing this video and plant it in your head in case. I know Mia didn't look good. I know Brianna didn't look good under the cross, but we gonna keep driving this damn video in your heads. What's up, AB? Stop giving this MF clout. Shout out to you, AB. Jihad. Say, Don Neasy, what's good? Chilling like a villain, making money to the ceiling. No, I ain't making money to the ceiling. I ain't making no money to the ceiling off no YouTube. Don't believe the hype. We YouTubers ain't making no money off this. I still gotta work.
Dragging her, throwing a vase of flowers at her. And on cross-examination, the defense took pains to show how the time codes didn't match or the cameras didn't appear to be in sync, but there was no evidence that any of this footage had been altered. And Eva, remember, when it first appeared on television...
Wow, see, no evidence of the video being altered. No evidence with the video being altered. You feel me? Let's go. Let's let it cook. What's up, Keenan out of Brooklyn? Zoo. Shane Graham said Diddy diddles with young girls. He's going to jail. Allegedly, man. They haven't found nothing as far as minors.
And then AB said, "No more clout for Diddy." Hey, Diddy got our page popping, man. I'm sorry, Diddy is food. And Keenan said, "Don, what up, big dog? What up, big dog? Chilling like a villain, you know."
Television, Sean Combs issued an apology, not denying any of the conduct. He said what's depicted on the video, his behavior, was inexcusable.
Yeah, y'all remember that?
Today's big witness.
Wow. Then, yo, so Gwendolyn Sedal said, "Happy Pride, y'all." Hey, Diddy probably happy for Pride Month right now, allegedly. Hey, is Diddy in the prison? Hey, it's Pride Month. Like he was on stage. Remember when he was Snoop? He was with Snoop. He was like, "Hey." He said he had that hey. And y'all know that hey. If you've been around that community, Diddy had that hey. He had to move the hand motion, everything. Yeah, dog. And we already seen him openly flirt with Fabulous to the whole world. To the whole world. But it's all allegedly. Live how you want to live. You know what I'm saying? Live how you want to live. but, no Diddy. Lois Cox laughing at me. Keenan, let me talk to y'all for a minute. Y'all talking. Keenan, Cassie certainly got beat up, but she was with the freak off stuff. In a sense, yes. And I'm gonna tell you how the manipulation happened, Keenan. Man, the music business is rough, especially back then in the early 2000s when it was just rough to get in the business, and you had to go through a casting, a vetting system. The casting couch is real, bro. I'm not saying allegedly. This is just thoughts. Let me start. I said Diddy practiced everything about the Hollywood casting system, the vetting system. He surrounded people that worked with him was yes people. You see, most of the women are all crackheads. That's all victims. Alleged victims are all crackheads. How did they become crackheads? I say him allegedly. Him, that man. He was a crackhead. They was a crackhead. He got caught up in some crackhead activity, and it built up to the Kid Cudi situation, break-ins, arsons, and the damn George Kaplan, his damn personal assistant, carrying. No, I'm sorry, that was another dude. That was another dude with a gun. It's David James. David James rolling down to get Suge Knight with the guns. George Kaplan saying he provided to set up the rooms and the candles and the baby oil. Man, he turned them out. It was basically some pimping one-on-one going on. Diddy pimp hand was strong. Pa, ha-cha, ha-cha. The pimp hand was strong, y'all. The pimp hand was strong. If you ever been around some pimping, Diddy stuff, Diddy was a pimp, basically. But only difference is Diddy didn't sell his women. He bought just to see the guy smash his girl. Like he got off on it. He be sitting in the corner allegedly. and his defense is, oh, it was just for time and relaxation. He paid for these dudes named Jules or whatever cross the nation. Hey y'all. Address the allegations against you. What about me? There's no allegations against me. I don't know. Allegations. Allegations. Person with text, I would like for this channel to stay pride free. Thank you. AB Diddy hoping for a life sentence is gonna be buffets in there for him. AB says, what's that? On Quaid 92 Jerky Mac Discord fan. Are you saying Diddy isn't a underage diddler? They haven't proved it in the federal case. They haven't talked about one underage situation. We gotta be fair in this Fed case. No minors have been mentioned about that, dude. Gwendolyn, but what? AB, I've seen victims of domestic violence before, and they're scared to leave and afraid to do something or have something done to hurt. Exactly, Tommy Johnson. You know what I'm saying? DV and some parts of pimping Some people do this type of stuff, guerrilla pimping, as they call it in not just L.A., just any kind of term nationwide where dudes get off on just smacking women. You know what I'm saying? To for their submission and supplying them drugs like he was, dog. Allegedly, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Keenan, you right too. You LOL. Gwendolyn Diddy was a bottom. We all have personal protection. We all have a decision to make to do want to pay for your fame with your private parts, or do you want to pay for your fame with your talent? And that's the thing. People get on by just like any kind of street, just the music business, for instance. I was in the music industry. I didn't have to go through none of this stuff. Thank God. I only went through one door, the first phase of the music industry. I didn't go to the second and third phase. Thank God. Now I'm looking at it like I was saved, man. I was saved, bro. Like I was wondering why I was begging God, please let me in this industry. Industry that God was protecting me from. I feel like now, years later, I'm like, damn, he was protecting me from the Diddler and Suge Knight and all them dudes, man. Them dudes was wilding, bro. And not just them. Oh my God! Guess who donated to the channel? This show has been sponsored by no other than Personal Protection. Woo! Personal Protection just donated $200. Woo! Oh, 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 hey. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. I be trying to get everything organized, but I like interacting and talking with y'all, man. So when I run out of content, I got a lot of videos and content, so I like to talk with y'all because this is dope. Shout out for commenting, everybody, even if you're not agreeing. It's all good. It's all content, right? It's all engagement. I don't know everything. I'm just telling you my feelings. You tell me your feelings. Just keep it respectful. You feel me? Maybe it's not the cause in this, but like I said, I've seen it. Right, I've seen it too, man. I seen DV up close as a kid, and yeah, it's not. It's a trip how the victims keep going back. It's a trip. I've seen it. I've seen it, bro. Trump will pardon Diddy, so he won't release the footage. I don't know. Well, Trump is gonna pardon if he get guilty. Y'all know that already. Like before, he's petty like that. He's gonna piss everybody off. He wanna piss everybody off. It's the rich looking out for the rich, y'all. Like you got rich friends, you got rich connections. Knucklehead, this sniffs belly button lint. I don't know what that means. Diddy at the buffet right now in jail. Man, eating all that bad food. That gotta be bad. Rashad said, will he walk? I don't think he's gonna walk, man. And that's why I'm trying to beg anybody that know Diddy, like, yo, they got you on the damn bribery charge, dog. You only need 2 predicates of the 5 of the RICO charges. Is the RICO charge, and there's 5 predicates under it, and you only need 2 to prove it. And I believe the bribery, they proved that with the 100K with an NDA. Boom, that's a slam dunk. Ha! You're proving the damn, to me, in my opinion, the arson with the Kid Cudi. You have a big rapper that got into a love triangle. To a love triangle. There's just a love Jones. Got into a love triangle, right? Police sees a break-in at Kid Cudi's house. Responds to the break-in, sees a Diddy's video, a black Escalade. He takes the plate. Don't even know it's Diddy and him in there. Don't know who's in there. Tinted windows, can't see. But he gets the plate number. So happens it's just a bad boy vehicle at the scene of a love triangle situation, and then a week or 2 weeks later, I forgot the time frame, his car just have flames, destroyed the man car. Come on, man. Then Dick Cudi says he goes to a meeting and they squash it. And then after they squash the situation, Diddy apologizes and everything just no more break-ins, no more car bombings, arsons. So you got arson, bribery. And then if you want to add on to the black Escalade that was seen by the LAPD named Ignacio. Oh, yeah. Independent party. Seen a Diddy thing, boom. What Capricorn Clark said, she was in a black Escalade, and she describes the scene and seeing the police, and they left the scene. And she's saying what? She was kidnapped. So you got three, maybe off the top. That's three out of the five. And then we not gonna even get to the damn prasa to transport the. We got that dude, one of the workers, Jules or Rules, whatever his name was. He was the one going to the different state. I wonder if he gonna testify. Going to different states. And when you go into different states in transportation for process, and you proving this type of behavior in the coercion part, I don't see how y'all don't see this, dog. This dude is about to get life. Somebody talk sense to him so he can just get 10 years and they won't liquidate all his, keep some of his, I don't know, make a deal where they can't touch your money and, something, dog, because it don't look good. And then we not even getting to the forced labor part. Forced labor! Who got a deal? Capricorn Clark, I think somebody cut a deal with him. She said I had over 80K he owed me. And all, man, come on, dog. It's not looking good, y'all. Like, I would say he need to cut a deal 911. Shout out to Bashar. You just triggered me and I just went into a whole rant. But yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Jester Hyro, Diddy, yeah, he's a perv, man, allegedly, and a crackhead on top of it, man. Them drugs intensified his, and Diddy's in the chat. The alleged, I'ma go on what his homeboy said. Lucci, what is his name? Something C. Lucci. That's always got the free Diddy stuff. You seen that interview he did with whatever, I think it's CNN, whatever channel he did, News Nation, I don't know. He did an interview and he said what he seen in this video. He said that's not the person he knew. He said that looked like a rugged, induced person. Out of his own free mouth. He didn't know that can go back and kind of this. I think the whole thing goes back to what Lucci, his own friend, is saying. This whole thing is off of the rugs. We seen the rugs. Are the rugs included in the? So all those rugs compensated. He ain't gonna get prosecuted for that. Is that anything to do with the RICO? Because there was a lot of rugs, pills, and all kind of stuff in the eye drops. I just think a lot of y'all are fanned out. The evidence is right there, man. Woo! Diddy is, I think he is, yeah. What's that? Uche. Trump even helped Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne! I keep forgetting Lil Wayne out. So I keep naming the rappers and I keep forgetting about Lil Wayne that got pardon. Lil Wayne, NBA Youngboy, Kodak Black. These are three rappers. He ain't gonna release Diddy. He ain't gonna release Diddy. He didn't sound disgusted in the statement or nothing. I don't see how y'all didn't. I guess we wasn't look. I guess when people look at certain things, is like they say, it's on the interpretation is in the eye of the beholder, man. Because man, whoa, Lord, pure speculation. That's what Diddy says. Diddy guilty. That's what Roddy K says. William, what's that? How you say that? Moss, I guess. The media society is pumping all the P. Diddy stuff, the OJ stuff, rap in general. Why do all the rappers end up in jail? Because they are the faces of the industry. They're the ones all in the videos, unfortunately. Even when they just the most ones that's seen is the most sexiest topic. They're the ones that's seen up close. You know what I'm saying? So hip hop is drives culture. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know, man. People look to the streets and see what's going on in the inner city, and then trends happen. I don't know, man. It's that's why the Diddy story is more sexier than the Weinstein story. I'm sorry. Where you want to be, ballers, shot callers, brawlers. You know what I mean? He dropped the ball, ladies and gentlemen. He dropped the ball. He messed up. He got caught up into them rugs, got caught up out here in Hollywood, out here in LA where I'm at. Thought he created his own circle of yes man and yes women around him, and felt like he been through all that stuff in the 90s, all that stuff in the early 2000s. And that will make anybody feel untouchable, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stockholm Syndrome, yes. And it's real. Stockholm Syndrome is real. Um, so yeah. Diddy's getting his fudge pack. He at least got an assault. He can't walk away. Yeah, yeah. So he's gonna. I don't want to see the man do life. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't. I don't. For being a crackhead and all that. I think that's what it was. He was just being. He was a crackhead around other crackheads. Cause the lady Brianna admitting she and Cassidy was in there toot toot beep beep. There's in there toot tooting and beep beeping in that mug toot toot. Hearing Cassie was beep beeping and she was supplying it a lot of times. That's her testimony. He was hanging around crackheads. You know how it is. You hang around crackheads, you get crackhead activity. Shout out to Will Taylor from New Zealand. You feel me? Gwendolyn Sadar. Who do you think was the top, Diddy or Cuddy? Well, you know, Kid Cudi may had more of a magic stick, you know what I'm saying, than what I've heard on the lawsuit with Diddy's Tootsie Roll. The Tootsie Roll versus the stick. Hey, the stick is going to win in the Tootsie Roll. What a big difference, right? Even if you put half just from my fist to here, just from my wrist to my fist, it still doesn't match like a Tootsie Roll, man. Even from my wrist to my fist. Yeah, you put a wrist to the fist next to a Tootsie Roll. Man, she chose. Hey, she got turned out for a minute. But Diddy ended up winning because he had the cash. He had the cash, man. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills, yo. Let me interact with y'all. Shout out to y'all for commenting. I'm sorry, I'm so behind. Mark Lane, Warburton. Diddy be living like a king inside Evan, and he got no access to money. His family does, just living like a millionaire and not a billionaire, man. So yeah, so it's a difference between being rich and wealthy. That's what basically Mark Lane is saying. It's truth. Diddy is rich, but Elon, I know y'all hate Elon Musk. Elon Musk is wealthy. You feel me? Like, it's a big difference. A different tax bracket is, man, they got him and your boy Trizump too, man. He got over what? How much he worth? 500 billion or something like that? That's correct. Not 500 billion. How much? He got, he a billionaire. Let's see. I forgot Trump's value. I forgot. I'm probably talking about Elon Musk. But let's see net worth. Let's see Trump net worth. I know he got some billions too. Shit, about 200. Let's see. What's his net worth, man? It's not 1 billion. What's his overall net worth? You know what I'm saying? Overall. Man, let's see it. Just give me the numbers. I seen it. Come on, Google. Shit, thank you. Give me the Googles here. 5.1. That's still a lot of money, though, dog. 5.1 billion. Billion with a B. I thought it was up to 100, 200. I'm sorry. But anyway, that's why you Google stuff so you won't look like an idiot. Personal protection. There's a reasonable doubt in that it can't be used against him to say he's the one who flew up the car, and that was 2 weeks later. 2 weeks later, reasonable doubt with a bad boy vehicle at the scene of the crime just 2 weeks ago. And there's a love triangle. I don't know, dog. And you got collaborating witnesses. Capricorn Clark says she seen him going there. So you got a witness. You know, even, you know, and they try to skip her up. They couldn't get her. The people they got was Mia and Brianna. You know, their testimony was kind of shaky, but overall it's collaborating until the RICO charge. It's sad, y'all. I think he should cut a deal now, man. Oh, I feel sorry, man. I mean, people are really gassing him up, and he's gonna get caught up doing life because of y'all. Y'all need to tell him, dude, cut a deal. Cut a deal. Anyway, let me see what y'all talking about. Diddy saying Diddy got Nipsey hit and Lauren helped. That's what Malov X. I think it's deeper than that. I think the Nipsey one is more internal with some more like Fed stuff, I believe, man. In my heart, internal beef with Fed connections. Um, but that's not off the table though, Malepex. Allegedly, you know. Jester Hyro can't stop, won't stop being a perv. Wow, that's what Jester Hyro said. Tony 82, Dead Eye Diddler. Ray F and Sunshine. Good morning, Don. Good morning. Lois Scott said, "Oh man, Lewis 8944. Diddler going away for a long time. Hey, if he don't cut a deal, Lewis 944, he's gonna be man. And people gonna blame the white man, this and white. No, we trying to tell him to cut a deal now. I'm trying to tell him, don't let this let this sit with the jury, man. Because all they need is 2 predicates of the charge of RICO, man, and they can give them the whole charge. Woo! Even one out of the ones is like, I think the minimum is 10. Man, oh my God. I'm drinking coffee, looking at my Donald Trump picture on the wall. Oh, snap. Shout out to Jose Lynch. Rosie Plays. What's up? Said hi. What's upper? Lewis 944. A lot of rappers live a violent lifestyle, rap about their crimes, and then they get famous and get convicted. Self-snitching. It's true, man. It's true. It's true. It's true, man. Open eyes. He was rich and got lost in rugs. Right, open eyes. That's the. I think now I'm listening to the case. If you think about it, it's all about. I know it's messed up, but it's funny though. It's all about baby oil, rugs, and freak offs, bro. Like that's the main. It keeps going back to and the beatings. And everybody talking about how they got a bruise or a beating. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of a beating, because I'm getting lost into the live, um, let's hear the bruises. I think Elizabeth Milner is going to explain the bruises on the person, on Mia. Listen to this, man, and I hope it's not too low. Here we go.
And said she doesn't remember all the details from that night, but she explained that she had bruises and she had back and neck pain, and so we saw exhibits of really just gnarly bruises. Like it really looked kind of gross. And so
she talking about the bruises from allegedly the testimony for Bonna when Diddy allegedly dangled her. I thought he handled her by her ankles, but they saying that she picked her up by her chest area and hanged her over allegedly. And then he threw her on the couch, and she's saying after the bruise from the couch, I mean after the next day, because they was on rugs the whole night. The next day she went to take pictures and stuff, and this is what Elizabeth Milner out of Law and Crime Network is talking about right here.
you see Bonna's back of her leg. It has a bruise that she took on the same day, but I think kind of the gross part to me, I should say, is just kind of a hole you see within this particular bruise.
Wow, you see a hole in the particular bruise. So the gallery got to see the bruises from another woman. That wasn't even his girlfriend or nothing. So how that's not DV. This dude was banked. This dude, man, it's not looking good. This is I know her testimony is shaky, but if they man, dog, bruises are bruises, dog. That's some gorilla stuff, man. That's gorilla pimping stuff, man.
Bruise, and so then you kind of see the same bruise photo, but you kind of see a timestamp taken along with the photo or the screenshot where it says September 26th of 2016 at 9:45 a.m. So Bonna was explaining that she went to the chiropractor on the same day because she was in pain, and the chiropractor asked her, "Who did this to you?"
Wow, the chiropractor asked her, "Who the hell did this to you?" This is not Cassie. This is her friend. She went to a chiropractor. God dang. And who did this to you? Like, damn, how you get these bruises? Wow.
I just paid the chiropractor, took the neck brace, and left. She explained she didn't tell the.
Damn. I just took the neck. She just took the neck brace and left. Didn't even explain what happened. Just give me the damn medicine and whatever you need to get me back right. Wow.
Chiropractor who did this to her because she was scared. And so the next thing we see is an exhibit of Vanna with her back. It has a whole bunch of bandages on it. It was taken or at least sent to her on September 30th of 2016.
Wow. They showing bruises on the back. Man, not look good, y'all.
Because it was her girlfriend who actually took the photos of her. But you see Vanna, she has a neck brace on from the chiropractor.
She's got a neck brace. She came with receipts with pictures and paperwork. That's what the judges and the jury want to see. They want to see what you said and see some receipts behind it. Whoo! This is a whole different person talking about she got abused by Diddy, bro.
After she said she was being slammed into the patio furniture, and Vanna was asked, "Did you seek medical care after this?" And she explained she didn't.
Wow, that's crazy. Anyway, go to your chat. Shout out to Vicky. Let's talk life. What's up from Detroit? Detroit basketball. What up, though, Vicky? Open eyes. He was rich and had lots of drugs. Yeah, rugs. Not Oldham. Vintage. Typical suspects. Mary Scheiter. Sorry if I pronounced your last name wrong. They came in all different tax brackets. I always say I'm broke in the axe bracket. Shout out to Mary, Angelo 3K, Horace Grant. That's me. She say I look like Horace Grant because the glasses. That was a good one. You got me, Angelo 3K. Paulino Chino says Scarface was my classmate from school, and he was the one Shine shot. And see that he's talking about. That's another incident of a history of violence with Diddy when he was in that club in 1999. You know what I mean? So he talking about that. Solitary man, he needs to go away. I feel you, man. Paulino Chino, born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Shout out to Brooklyn. Every time I go to New York, when I stay in New York, the 3 years in a row, I stayed in Brooklyn. Although it was in the outskirts, I was in Sunset Park. That's where Diddy's at, in Sunset Park, out there at the MDC. Yeah, I know where that's at. I know where Diddy living at right now. Pac MCD, he said Trump. Okay. Kev Marker, live from UK. Shout out to the UK. Michael Ananak, what's up? Dental object. I want to go to a freak off. Nah, I don't know, man. You might wake up with sore parts if you drink the wrong drink or if you take the wrong. Look at them all up. One cat said personal protection. Who had more girls out on the road, you or Skilo? Of course the star gonna have a little bit more, but I was right there, man. I was right there. Some days it would be my day. Some days it'd be his day, you know. Some days it'd be the other people, you know, like Drew or R.I.P. to Drewski or Rooster or Chris, R.I.P. to Chris Pringle. You know, it depends, man, who's all on the squad, you know. But I had a lot of good times. Hey, we was neck and neck, I think, but he probably had edged me because he was the star. He had a little more. But I wasn't too far behind, damn it. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Diddy didn't have no problems of getting women, you know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why he would sit there and be in a room in the corner whacking off, you know what I'm saying, watching his women get smashed. That lets you know that he got bored with regular X. He got bored with regular X because women are throwing at him left and right, the finest of the finest. I was a hype man and I had women. I was a hype man for Skee-Lo. I wish I was a little bit, and I had women. So he's the star with the money, with the fame, with the. That's why a lot of people bow down and will do whatever some people won't, but some people will and will sell their souls just for the money and the fame, man, and to sue. So some people have an agenda to sue. So when you get that type of fame that he has, is dangerous. That type of money he has is dangerous because everybody is not for you. And he got caught up into them rugs and he got pimped. He got pimped. He was a pimp that pimped other people out, and then he became pimped by the rugs, allegedly. Man, parents shooting up his bad. I'm sorry. You think it's all Diddy's fault? Nah, Diddy was trained and groomed himself. We all know that Andre Harrell allegedly groomed him. And you heard the rumors about Andre Harrell and Russell Simmons and all them, according to different sources and stuff like that. And then Clyde Davis was his handler. So no, he was groomed. He was groomed from the beginning. Let's go back to the beginning. Diddy wasn't Diddy went to private school. Diddy always had money. His mama was a hustler. Everybody knows the story of his backstory. He grew up under a Harlem gangster. His mama was a gangster too, allegedly. Taught him the game. But they say he didn't have his first contact to majority of black people, the majority of like a school or foundation. Of course, he's from, Mount Vernon, and then, his home base is Harlem. But besides that, he grew up privileged, bro. He grew up with a lot of money. He was groomed from the beginning, bro, to be a boss, to be a player. So but then the rugs intensified, and I think when he got out here, like Gene Deal says, when he got to LA, he just got completely caught up into the Hollywood swinger lifestyle, man, that we've been hearing about for years. The rumors about swingers and swinger this and that. Bam! Right there, y'all. All right, let's go to see what everybody talking about. Africa is in here. Let's see what Africa talking about. What's up, Mimi Brown? Africa motherland, free Diddy. All these fake X allegations is extremely powerful, potent recipe to take our brother life. Cassie wasn't forced to do anything. Diddy coming home, he's innocent. That's how she feels. He's coming home. I don't think so. We gonna have to agree to disagree. If he don't cut a deal, he ain't coming home. If he cuts a deal, he's coming home. They might give him a 10-year sentence and then set up some kind of, just like the same thing with YSL with Young Thug. I think that's where it's leading to. I think the evidence is too overwhelming, and he better not take this to the jury. He better not. He gonna get one of the 5 charges. He gonna get convicted of one of them. So he might as well cut a deal. And yeah, he can walk home like, dude, boom, 10 years. He already been there for 9 months. Time served. Boom. You know what I mean? Be on probation for 10 years since, like, just like a YS. That's why Brian Still is there, y'all. Brian Still is there to get the deal cut. Brian Still and Nicole Westermore is there to get the deal cut. Diddy just wanted to see what they have. He just wanted to see what they have. And if he's stupid enough to go all the way through this, that lets you know how much of a narcissistic he is, dude. The evidence is overwhelming. Don't believe the hype, y'all. Somebody talk to him now. Please. I'm begging. I don't want the brother to do life. I don't want the brother to lose his a whole fortune empire because he was a crackhead for whatever, how many 20 years of his life. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. Free Diddy, that's Puff. That guy Brooke says he's definitely coming home. Okay. Skelter, you know how we know Puffy ain't Illuminati because he's in jail on trial. This is don't happen to real powerfuls that be. Yes and no. Sometimes they put you through this just to set you like, okay, mom, okay, you getting out of hand. getting out of hand, and that's why I think he gonna get 10 years and they gonna slap on. I think that's what's gonna happen, y'all. He cannot take. If he take this, he gonna do life, y'all. He's not gonna be found not guilty. I'm telling y'all, he gonna be found not guilty on some charges, but watch. And I hate to say that, but I'm just telling y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? And he should snitch. He gotta snitch. Africa motherland, he better snitch. 911. If Puff got off, would he have more freak offs? Shout out to Slick, put in $199. Shout out to Slick, Slick the Ruler. So the question is from Slick the Ruler: if Puff got off, would he have more F offs? I believe so. He figured he beat this one. All he got to do is train another vet and train another HO. No disrespect, another HO on Rugs, because they not all there. They're dependent on him. That's all you need. Somebody that depends on you, that worships you, and people will. People will. And people right now are crashing out for Diddy. Ain't even making money because why would they be? Why you on the side? He ain't giving you no money. Now I understand why people on his team is staying, because they know he still got bank. But the other ones. So yeah, I think if he gets off, he gonna still continue what he doing because he feel like he won. He not gonna learn from this if he gets off. But if he does cut a deal, he will definitely learn. He better cut a deal now. Most hated, bro, been weird. Right. That's what a lot of people said. I'm telling y'all, when I was there last year in New York, all these pro Diddy people was not there. All these people in New York, when I went there last year, was not, they were saying no Diddy, and it was a joke. I was there. Now all this free puff, because man, cash rules a lot of people, man. A lot of these people, bro, I hate to be stereotypical. But I'm gonna let Tisa Tells tell you. She was on ABC News and she talks about the environment. 1935 stamp mark. She talks about how it is out there now at the courthouse. People are ready to crash out. Listen to Tisa talks about her experiences going down, between the difference between, she gonna tell you, just let her talk for a second. Tisa Tells on ABC News, and this is a good look for all content creators, whether you like her view or not. If you a content creator, there is hope for us, because ABC News reached out to her, seeing her reporting her live right there, right by the courthouse, like a lot of YouTubers are doing right now. And you might be chosen next. So let her explain. She on ABC News. Check this out.
So you get there, and there's all these different personalities. There's the press, and you guys are trained, so like, okay, let's line up orderly. And, it's kind of like getting off of an airplane. And then there's the public side, and it's kind of like being at a Greyhound bus station,
Wow.
People are jockeying for positions, arguing, who's that? It really is a reality TV show in the making. There are so many personalities from the bloggers, right? And as a blogger, it's surreal seeing people that you watch actually in real life. But then there's the general public. Then there are people that are just like looking loose. Then there are the pro Diddy people, and it's literally in one line, all these personalities coming together.
Wow.
All these random arguments, all these random jokes. It literally is almost like the precursor to the main event. So it's
wow. Really... wow. So, and it's gonna get worse. This case gonna get worse as the weeks keep going. It's gonna be more fights. People are crashing out. And when I try to say, when I've showed her on that one, what I'm trying to say is no disrespect to the content creators that's down there. I'm not saying all of them. I'm not judging none of them or all of them, but some of them, a lot of them, you know what I mean? I wonder, you know, we don't get paid. You know what I'm saying? We're not getting paid like Tisa. Tisa Tells is one of the big dogs that making money. That making money on this damn thing. You see her live, them damn donations is coming, dog. Them donations is coming, homie. So she getting paid. Then you got a lot of people out there. I'm just wondering, like, I gotta go to work. I don't know how I get a lot of views. I ain't getting paid. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta work. So you got people all day there. So no disrespect on people on food stamps, that's on SSI, but you got a lot of those people down there with mental illness, SSI, all day. How you making a living? You're not making a living on the views on YouTube. I'm gonna tell y'all the secret truth. You got to get $100 threshold every month if you monetize. And if you don't get the 100, it just keeps accumulating until you get to. It may take 2, 3, 4 months to get that $100. Or you might get donations. People survive off donations. Or you got merch. Other than that, if you're not you're not making no money just off the views. You know, just give y'all some education on here. You know what I mean? So you got a lot of people just out there just that's gone, and she's exploiting them right to the to the world, letting you know, like, when you go there, it's like slash business. Just like getting on the train, you got people that's on a, you know, that's going to work, and people that just there just sleeping on the train, and that's how it is out there on at the courthouse and inside the courthouse. And she's explaining what's inside the courthouse. Listen, fair use.
It's something else being out there.
I think I saw somewhere that like people have had to hire security because it's gotten a little hairy out there.
Damn. Gotta hire security? That's bad when you gotta hire security, dog. Just to go out there and cover content? Wow, dog. That's how bad it is. And it's gonna get worse. They say they got some kind of protest. Somebody was in my lives, all in my lives, talking about some protest on June 16th or something. Wow.
Yes, it is me. I am people. It has gotten crazy outside in the line. Again, I've talked to people in the media, and they're just like, they've never seen anything like it. There are people threatening to hurt people because how dare you laugh at Diddy's legacy.
Talking about that lady out there crashing out in the courtroom, and she's outside. She has been banned officially from the main room and from the overflow. She thought she can get into that overflow, and they told her, nah, she's banned until further notice. But she's out on the street and people doing content, and if she don't agree with, she's out behind people, just screaming, starting arguments, and every day. You're not getting paid for that. That lets you know a lot of them people down there is cuckoo. So Tisa Tells ain't lying.
There are people very pro Diddy, and the thing is, I'm like, do any of you guys ever have any ties to Sean Diddy Combs, or is this just like...
Right. Do y'all got any ties? What y'all getting for benefit, for support? Wow.
Massive, like, stan culture. But again, there have been scuffles that broke out in line, fights that have broken out in line.
You know what I mean? Stuff that we ain't seen. Because you can't show a physical fight and let, you know, YouTube, they'll let you show it, but they're going to delete that video and your channel might be in trouble. So you can't show too much violence on YouTube. Fair use, here we go.
I think the federal marshals can't wait until we get off their step, because they're like, what is going on now? And then you have different levels, right? You're
Here we go.
outside, and then they put you into a bullpen. So there's human conflict that happens on the street, right? To put it nicely. And then you go into this bullpen.
Wow.
Same human conflict, right?
Man, get inside. It's the same thing. You got people in there. Man, people ain't all there. Some of them people ain't all there. So you mixing with regular people that's regular bloggers, and you got just regular people that's cuckoo sitting in there. Long as somebody is in line, they can get inside the courtroom. Wow. So it's a free brawl up, man, and it's about to get worse. I'm a legend that Diddy's team is, they about to get aggressive in a minute, bro. Allegedly.
Right, but now they've reorganized everybody. So now it's like, oh, I was number 4. How dare you? This and that. All this thing. People are like talking about beef they saw online. People are saying, scream, free Diddy, how dare you? And then you go into the courthouse and they shuffle us up again. So it literally is like, it's something, but it invigorates you and it gets you ready because you feel like you've finally gone through war. And now you're
Wow, just to go get some damn coverage, you got to go through all these different layers of your life being threatened just to do some damn content. Wow. So I say I wanted to be down there. I don't know if I want to be down there, especially now. It's gonna get hotter in New York pretty soon. I wouldn't want to be in New York right now. Why would I search up on? Why should I search up on? What should I search up on YouTube? Just search up Diddy, and you'll find all kind of stuff. Zoo tours. Tisa is just scary. It's crazy. She has bitter impulse control. She's pretty though. Tisa tells 1996 pretty with the huge. Yeah, she got that. Yeah. Skelter. She looked like Kim Porter little sister. Y'all roasting Kim. I'm calling her Kim. Y'all roasting Tisa. Shout out to Tisa Tells, man. All the content creators. But just to sum it up, if you out there doing your thing, your ones and twos, and you sound articulate and you got the energy and the they might use you as a freelancer like they using Tisa Tells right here. You might get that call and make some extra money and be a correspondent to all news stations, not just one, but all. Or you might just sign a contract and be with one exclusive. So man, you can blow up down. That's the good part. If you could just stay to yourself and mingle with the legacy media, you might can get a deal. Get that Diddy oil out. No, sir. Caleb 20. Watch. Okay. Let me go up higher. What are the plenty of people that said that they were kids there? I've only seen a few stories, never seen a barrage of people saying that. They said it was a couple of people that had kids in the courtroom. Some lady, they said you can tell she wasn't all there, had her baby in there, and the baby was crying inside the overflow room. I heard the overflow room is ghetto as hell. That's what I heard. You know what I'm saying? I heard they talking in there, you know. People already said that there were okay. Dylan Williams, no Diddy. I like Tisa too. Let me see what y'all talking about. Terrence, Dodo is gonna speed the rest of his life, and it's gonna spend his rest of his life, man. I've been there. I've been to the trial 3 times, and it's been very cool experience. Shout out to Lisa Love. Lisa Love says she ain't had no bad experience. Okay, shout out to you. She lived at the courthouse. Draco, Davita 190. Dobler, Maine. Might as well get Diddy tatted across your forehead. Hey, man, might as well, man. I'm a no Diddy dude. Damn, I wish I can cover more, y'all. I was connecting with y'all, and I gotta go to work, man. So make sure y'all pull up on me tomorrow. 4:45 a.m. I go live Monday through Friday, 4:45 a.m. West Coast time, 6:45 a.m. Central time, and 7:45 a.m. East Coast time, Monday through Friday. Pull up on your boy. Like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, make sure it says all. Share me out on all your social media platforms. Shout out to Lois Cox. She said, take care out of New Jersey. Yeah. Shout out to Shanta Brown. Shout out to Natalie Vasquez. Y'all some haters. Yeah, I'm a Diddy hater right now, man, because I think that if he had anything to do with Tupac and Biggie, yeah, hey, man, karma is a mug, bro. Karma's a mug, allegedly. Shout out to Professional Protection. This show has been sponsored by Personal Protection. He donated $200, and somebody named, I forgot name, Slick. A pimp named Slipback. Okay, then done, easy. And then also this show is sponsored by Mark Motley as well with $999. Mark Motley comes in from the clutch. Personal Protection donated $200. Mark Motley donated $999. You know. So we in here. Kara K. Reporters are brave people. They be facing storms, lotteries, and yeah, man. And figuratively, right. Shout out to Mark Tisdale. Shout out to J Rock 360, Jay Simpson. They would need a tow truck to get me off Tisa. I know that's right. Shout out to Skelter. Shout out to Zoo Tours. Shout out to Caleb 20. Shout out to Desmond Martin 224. Shout out to Dylan Williams. Shout out to Diddy in the chat. Shout out to Lois Cox out of New Jersey. Yeah. Shout out to Lisa Love. Lisa Love. Shout out to Doberman. Shout out to Draco Don Vito 190. Shout out to everybody in the damn bushes. Shout out to Law and Crime Network, Elizabeth Milner and Jesse Weber, and shout out to ABC News. You know what I'm saying? My sources I showed y'all. Shout out to the most hated. Shout out to that guy Brooks. Shout out to D. Richards Johnson. Shout out to Kimmel Jr. Shout out to Africa Motherland. Shout out to most hated. Shout out to Donna White. Shout out to Mimi Brown. Shout out to Lucky Lucky. Shout out to Number One Cat. Shout out to Whisper, Fatima, Latson Davis. And how is it was paid for with the company? I don't know, man. That's crazy how his Diddy car was at Kid Cudi scene. Shout out to Dental Object. Shout out to Michael Ananak. Shout out to Paulino Chino. Shout out to Solitary Man. Shout out to Angelino 3K. Shout out to Vicky. Let's Talk Life. Shout out to Cece. Shout out to Open Eyes. Shout out to Lewis 944. Shout out to Rosie Players. Shout out to Tony 82. Shout out to Diddy again. Shout out to Jester Hyro. Shout out to Molov X. Shout out to Liminal Spaces. Shout out to Gwendolyn Sandals. Shout out to Will Taylor out of New Zealand. Rudy K. Shout out to Rudy K. William Moy. Shout out to Ocha. Shout out to everybody. I can't get all y'all names, man. There's a lot of y'all. Lois Cox. Shout out to Purple Groovy. Shout out to Andrew. Shout out to Black Beans, AB, Shane Graham, Keenan Lambert out of Brooklyn. My guy, Keenan Lambert. Go to his channel. Go to the Wellness Frugal Mama channel out of Fort Worth, Texas. Shout out to Onquay Jerky Mac Wiener Discord fan. And shout out to everybody. I can't name everybody. Oh, my God. Ralph Talif in here, Knucklehead in here. All right, I gotta go. Pull up tomorrow, y'all. This show has been sponsored by Mark Motley and Personal Protection. Shout out to Wellness Frugal Mama. Shout out to Ruben Sylvia. Shout out to King Daniel. Shout out to Majori 525. Shout out to Miss P55 in this damn thing. And shout out to everybody in the bushes. Like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, make sure it says all. Share me out on all your social media platforms. I love y'all. No Diddy, no doubt. Mwah, to all the ladies. And the single ladies, you get the leggy. Pow, 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 pow. And the homies, you get the pound. Poop, poop, poop. Uppercut. You know how we do. I love y'all. No Diddy. Yay, yay, baby.